book review time. Excuse my voice, I have a cold, so it's gonna be real low today. So in the month of August, I read this book right here, and I actually listened to it. And at first, I will say it was kind of hard to get into, but I was very pleasantly surprised. I rated this one about a 4 star after it was all said and done. It's a gothic-y, paranormal, like YA-ish romance. I was really pleasantly surprised. I wanted to start reading this book just based off of the cover alone because the cover is stunning. It's so beautiful. The trigger warnings are going to be alcoholism, corrupt government, cults, religious trauma for real. Like that's for real. So like if you go into this book, please know one thing: it is heavily, heavily into the religious trauma. So that can be triggering for some. Me as well. Me as one of them. But that's fine. It's really good. So our main character, Will, she's tough, stubborn, strong-willed. She's impulsive. She's all the things. She's 18 and her mom disappeared, and she blames the church that's down the road. She's like, "Y'all did it. Y'all did this," and so she is bound and determined to um, um, uncover what happened to her mother. And yes, then we have Elwood. He's very shy. He's very abused. He's very obedient. He's very brainwashed, and all the while he has like this thing going on. And so this is gonna be. I'm just gonna tell you, this is full of all the spoilers because that's the only way I know how to review books. Okay, just by talking them out, it's the only way that I know how to do it. So Elwood, he's got this like seed thing in him, and they have to sacrifice him. So this church like sacrifices stuff, and every 18 years they birth a new thing into existence, a new person, and then they implant this thing in their chest, and then they that kid. Okay, the church is pretty fucked up. And they basically to everybody who ever like tries to uncover what's going on. Well, Will's mother, she was a journalist, and so she was like, something's not right in this little town. It's a no for me. She noticed Elwood's being like weird, like he was going to her and was telling her all the things that were going on that he was feeling, not knowing that he was actually a sacrifice. But and so of course Will's mom is like, this ain't right. No, you can't do your son like that. And anyway, so they her. Well, so here's where it kind of gets interesting. So at first I was kind of like, okay, it's a good whatever, but I did not expect like the bug thing. I knew like the cult had to like there was something that they were gonna do. There was gonna be some sacrifice. Something was gonna happen, but I did not realize. I was thrown for a loop. I was thrown for a loop that our male main character Elwood is like a moth. And I know it sounds funny, I really do, but it was really like good. So he's actually the spirit of the wood. Like I was thrown. I was thrown. I was like, okay, all right, that's kind of cool. Like whatever. Like he has like powers. Like he can control the wood. So the ending is very bittersweet. It was good. I was sad, but not in a bad way. It was just kind of like, oh, but oh, you know what I mean? Like it makes sense. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was like I know, it may not be everybody's cup of tea. Okay, but I thought it was pretty good. And I know I just told you basically everything, but not really. There are some things that I did not tell you, so you should read it. Just read it. I really like the main characters. I like, of course, the two main characters. I like the little friends, even the jerkle ones. I love the growth of the characters. I love the dad. The poor father. He lost the love of his life, and he just didn't know how to cope. It's just sad. But I enjoyed it. So if you've read it, let me know your thoughts. And if you've not read it, I'm sorry if you watched this and I spoiled it for you, but still read it. Like, because I'm not the best at describing everything. And the only way I know how to review, like I said, is to just tell you about the book. So that's the book. This book right here. I enjoyed it. 4-star read. Okay. Love you, support you. Bye.